Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. My name is Muhammad Lutfi bin Azmi and I'm here for the assignment 1 of for cyber forensic, which is for forensic challenge. And here forensic challenge is a fictional situation is created and our job is to analyze forensic evidence. So in this assignment, our mission is to analyze a recovered floppy and the DD image of for the DD image of the recovered floppy that provided. So we need to extract the important details from the DD image. The case scenario given is today is September 15, 2004. The time is 3:15 p.m. Mr. Graham Brown, the owner of the really big company, called and you respond to his office. Mr. Brown advised that he suspected that his assistant, Emma Crook, was providing company-sensitive material to some of his competitors. At 2:00 p.m. today, he confronted Miss Crook for his suspicions. He told her that he would be back at 3 p.m. for an explanation. But when Mr. Brown arrived back at Miss Crook's office at 3 p.m., she was gone. Her office was completely cleaned out of all of her belongings. Mr. Brown tried to turn on Miss Crook's computer, but it would not boot. Mr. Brown found a floppy diskette in a trash can. Mr. Brown wants you to examine the computer and the floppy diskette and to tell him exactly what Miss Crook was up to. He is willing to pay for a 100% thorough examination. From here, we need to examine the computer and found that the hard drive was missing and the computer was not networked. So our only evidence, if any, will be on the floppy diskette. You check the system clock and it was accurate to within one time. So our start time of the investigation is on 9:48 p.m. at 23 August 2018. So we need to download first the floppy raw.zip from the internet. So from here we need to go to cyber forensic. Okay, I already download the floppy raw, but first before we extract the file, we need to check the MD file of the floppy raw. It is same as the given and the downloaded. So we use WinMD file. So here we browse the floppy raw. Open. So here is the MD file of the downloaded file. So from here, this is the provided MD file. So right click, copy, and then paste here to verify. So from here, it is match the downloaded MD file and the given MD file. So again, before we proceed to the next step, we need to create a backup for the floppy raw. So right click here, copy, and then paste here. So we also can we need to rename so that we know that this is the backup file. So we can show the file name extension. It for zip file. Okay, next step, if we need to check the MD file of the backup file too, so we use MD file again. So from here we have the backup file. This is the downloaded backup file of the MD file. So copy and then paste here to verify again. So from here it will match. So if anything happened to the original file of the floppy raw, we can use back of the backup file, since both of the MD file is same. So to proceed the next step, we need to extract the file of the original floppy raw file. So we extract here. So from here we see the CCE underscore sample underscore PE dot 001 is actually the 001 file type, but if we right click here to extract again, it's nothing found, no archive found. So to see what inside the archive file, we use OSF mount. Yes, from here we mount new image file. So we browse here, we go to desktop, go to file forensic assignment 1. Okay, this is the file. We open here. So basically drive letter we change anything except D and C. So we use F. The drive type we need to use floppy, since on the assignment 1 it show that the floppy diskette. So from here we use floppy. Now we click OK. So when we open the computer, we can see that the floppy diskette that were mounted by OSF mount is appear here, and it has quite small space. So if we open here, there is no file or folder exists here. So we can assume that Miss Crook already delete the file that that she created. So in order to recover back the file or folder that he delete or damage or something else, we can use the suitable tools, and as for me, I use the recover tools to recover back the file or folder that already deleted here. So here we click all files. So since we know the location of the floppy disk, which is F, we'll browse. So we click here, we click OK, click next. So we can enable the deep scan so that the recover tools will recover the file with the deep scan. So from here we can see the 4 file which rename quite long. I don't know how long is it. So from here, joined by the grace of God, 4.7 years, 4.7 years, and 0.xls, which is Excel file. So we click all, we click recover. So when we want to recover, we can click the file here. So we recover the file in the assignment folder. Okay, so click yes. Oh, it cannot be recovered into the specific folder. So I click on the document. Okay, from here we found the 4 file, which is John by the grace of God, 4 years ago, 4 years ago, and 00001.xls, which is for Excel file. So we need to recover all of this. So we click here to click all. We need to recover. So by doing this, we recover here on local disk C. So we click OK. Okay, replace existing file. Okay, from here we can see that it already recovered the total 4 files. So we click OK here. Then we minimize this recover, and we open the folder on the local disk, which is C. So we can see here 3 files from the Microsoft Word type, which is Fourscore, and John. You can see the name is quite long because I think Miss Crook did not rename the file, so the Microsoft automatically saved by the first sentence of the file. Same goes to the other 2 file, and this is for the Excel file. So here we open the first file, John. Quite long here. You can see John by the grace of God, King of England, Lord of England, Duke of Normandy and Aquitaine, and God of Asia, and all of this, to all freemen of our kingdom. It has 7 pages here. Quite long. Okay, we open the next file. You can see the Fourscore. This is the name of the file. Quite long. 7 years ago, our father brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. This only has 1 page. Okay, the third file. I think the third file is same as the second file. If we see the first sentence, Fourscore and 7 years ago. So if we open, we see the second file, Fourscore and 7 years ago, and the size of file is same, 21 kilobytes. Okay. I'm sorry, this is not 23, 24 actually. So from here we already opened the 3 file here, which is Microsoft Word file, and here we have Excel file. So the Excel file is password protected, and here we have 2 options, which is we need to brute force this Excel file by using any suitable tools, or if we can guess the password by reading the case scenario from here. And we got the clue about his assistant Emma Crook is the one that Miss Graham Brown suspect. So we can see here the important details such as her name, Emma Crook, and what are the important details. Emma Crooks computer. So I think I use the option number 2, which is password guessing. So to open the password, we use the first name of the Emma Crook, which is Emma. Okay, we click here, Emma. Okay, so the password is incorrect. So when the password is incorrect, there is no content shown here. So we need to close and open again. Open again. So we try Emma Crook. Emma Crook. Also incorrect. So close, open again. We try Crook. So the Crook is this file's password. This is the content, which is sensitive content actually. So we can see here, if we read this is evident that Emma Crook was selling insider information to competitors. So this is quite important details here. If we open back the first file, this is maybe this also has a content of the information from the Excel, which Ms. Crook provided to other competitors. So we close here, we open back the assignment 1. So the question is, what are the documents found in the floppy disk? Okay, from here we can see that when we recover the file by using recover tool, we can see that there are 4 files, which is John, by the grace of God, King of England, 407 years ago, our fathers, ... The third file is also same as the second file, and the Excel file, which is 000001.xls. So it's by doing this, it already answered the first question. So the second question is, which document contain the sensitive material suspected by Mr. Brown? So in my opinion, the document that contain the sensitive material suspected by Mr. Brown is this, the Excel file, which is 000001.xls, because when you open back, it shows that the Emma Crook selling insider information to competitors. So the file, Excel file, is the answer to the second question. So we can conclude here the analysis that we can get here. First, before we start our investigation, we need to check the MD file, MD5 downloaded. Same. So to end our investigation, first we need to make sure that the MD file downloaded is same to the MD file given. Second, we need to create a backup for the file, so that if the original file is corrupted, we can use the backup file to continue our investigation. And we can also check the MD file of the backup file. Is it the same as the provider MD file? So next, we can also use the suitable tool to proceed with our investigation. So after the investigation finish, actually we need to create a report. Okay, that's all from me. See you again. Thank you so much.